Right, so we're here in Dunstall Hill in Wolverhampton, and it's time for Ask Adebola, Bloke, where you've actually sent your questions to Dave on Twitter, I understand. He's passed them on to me, so I've got them here, believe it or not. Let's begin with a question from Adam T69. What fucking name's that? Anyway, the question says, where's the money gone? I'm assuming he's referring to money at Blues. Now the thing is, there ain't any money anyway, so you know, there was a bit of money obviously made over the years from various sales, but that's not for us to worry about, Adam. That's not for us to worry about. We leave that to the people in the higher positions. We can talk about where the money's gone in terms of the country, you know. All I know is I lose 20% of my pay every month for fucking tax, and I can't think where it's gone. I don't see anything getting better. I don't see roads improved. I don't see better health service or education. Yeah, to answer your question, Adam, I don't know where the money has gone, and I think that let's not worry about it, yeah? This is from Joe Bradford 05, that's a little bit of a better name, and his question is, what's the best shop at the Maypole? Now, besides the obvious Sainsbury's, which has got everything you could want, fruit and veg, electronics, bakery, toilets, cafe, you name it. I think you probably have to go with Subway. Probably the Subway.
What about KFC?
No, because KFC gives me food poisoning.
Yeah.
So yeah, probably Subway, but let's be honest, Joe. It's Sainsbury's. It's Sainsbury's all the way. It's the absolute dominant feature of Maypole. You
don't like Aldi?
No, because it's not as cheap as they make it out to be. I don't like that. Right, we're in Showell Road now, Bushbury area of Wolverhampton. Two more questions on Ask Adebola. John Bennett says, what's your opinion on the main stand? I like the main stand. Obviously, I'm assuming he's asking about the fact that it's out of place compared to the other three. I've got no problem with it at all. I like it. I used to like it actually when the railway end was being built. They used to put the away fans down in the bottom paddocks, they call it, don't they? And I like that. Yeah, I've got no problem with the main stand, but it's an absolute pain to get into. You know, a bit crammed around the back. I remember going that way actually after the Watford semi-final in '99, and just stood there for ages because people forgot how to walk.
Did you cry that night?
I didn't. No. Next question comes from Thomas Bassett. Hello. All right. Was Jesus' feeding of the 5,000 the reason that no one will buy us? I mean, and that's meant as a stupid question, but he might be onto something there, old Tommy Bassett, because clearly it's a big ask. Whoever's going to buy us, it's a big ask. So what, you turn Blues around, Jesus fed 5,000 people with very little food, and there was still enough for some leftovers at the end of it. So, you know, yeah, you know. But yeah, that may well be an underlying factor in why no one will buy us. It may well explain some other things as well. You know, why do so many Blues fans only go into the ground at the very last minute instead of creating an atmosphere 15-20 minutes beforehand? Yeah. Why do those blokes stand pretending to be general sort of road workers when it's obvious that they're undercover police officers, you know, on the hill down to the roundabout? We were going to move on, but there's another question that I think is very relevant now. Dave, you want to just... Question here from Nick Lyons. Do you like pigeons, and what's your favourite animal? Pigeons I don't mind, they get a bad reputation. My favourite animal is actually the crocodile. I think that they're a tough animal, but at the same time you could conceivably have one as a pet. Nick, I'd like to know what your favourite is as well, you know. Send it to Dave on Twitter and we'll have a chat about it. A question come through from Wolves fan videos. Who do you hate more, Wolves or Albion, and why? Well, it used to be Wolves by a long way, but nowadays I actually don't mind seeing either of them do well. But my hatred for Villa's gone up. Do you know what I mean? Next question comes from John Melnikov. What's your take on the Middle East crisis? Leave him to it. You know, doesn't really affect us, does it? I hope that answered your question, John Melnikov. Our next question comes from Billy Martin. Where is Oliver Tebberley? I like Tebberley. I wish there was a team of them. I don't know. I don't know, but I'm sure you can nowadays get private eyes, private detectives. I'm sure he's somewhere. I'm sure he's safe. I'm sure he thought about the consequences of any decisions he made, and I'm sure he's got himself a nice little bit of regular employment. And I don't think we have to worry about Tebberley. He's okay. He's all right. But I don't know where he is. To answer your question. Right, we're here at Priestfield Metro Station down near Bilston. Next question on the Ask Adebola Bloke is from Albs39. What's your opinion on the MK Dons Wimbledon saga? Now this is interesting because a lot of people really have MK Dons as the bad guys in all of this. Now, at the end of the day, Milton Keynes is a reasonably big town that didn't have a football club, and surely it's better that the people there have an opportunity to support a local team now instead of Man United or Arsenal, Chelsea, Liverpool. And that's no bad thing. But the thing that I don't like is this real sort of jumped up attitude of Wimbledon, that their club was robbed from them somehow. Let's not forget that this was a club with almost no history. Yes, they won the FA Cup once, I'll give them that. But this was a club that used to get like ridiculous 5,000-6,000 for home games in the Premier League and hardly anything away from home. It wasn't really much of a club to move anyway, so we're not talking about moving like a real institution like Man United or something like that, so I think Wimbledon or AFC Wimbledon now need to get over it. They've still got their club. There wasn't really much of a club before. MK Dons have done nothing wrong. Don't particularly like them, but they've done nothing wrong, so yeah, keep right on MK Dons. And the next question before our tram gets here.
The next tram to arrive at platform 2 to Wolverhampton St George's.
Lawrence Green, have you ever considered growing a mullet? Absolutely stupid question. If I did have hair, no, I wouldn't. Right, well, we moved away from Wolverhampton now. We're in West Bromwich at the registry office, where I actually got married. So, Thomas Bassett, again. What should I have for tea tonight? KFC or Big John's? Thomas, they're both going to give you food poisoning, and I'm basing that on experience. KFC in Perry Bar, that's KFC Perry Bar, one-stop shopping centre, has given me food poisoning. Big John's Birmingham City Centre has definitely given me food poisoning with the most atrocious sauce ever. And I wouldn't go near them at all. Stick to Nando's.
What about Big Wok?
Absolutely, oh God, no. Big Wok has given me food poisoning 3 times, and I know people will be saying, why did you go back there if it keeps doing that? Because I believe in second and third chances, but,
Remember the last time we went there?
Yeah, I feel sick thinking about it. Yeah, so Thomas, just make a sandwich at home, anything. Greg Holmes of Bromsgrove. It says, which part of Birmingham are you most intimidated by and why? Sort of stupid questions that. As you can see from this video today, we go anywhere. No one intimidates us. I feel uncomfortable in one or two places, and it's not ones you'd think of. Sutton Coldfield makes me very, very uncomfortable, Dave. It doesn't even seem like you're in Birmingham. It's far out. I just don't like it. I'm very uncomfortable there.
Is there anywhere local that makes you even more uncomfortable?
The sort of satellite towns.
Go on.
Just like your Redditch, Nuneaton, and definitely Bromsgrove.
Is that all the questions?
That's all the questions, Dave. We've done it.
Can I ask a bonus question?
Go on.
On the back of the new song the other day being such a big hit, the old Somalian crime song.
Oh yeah.
I'm wondering, have you got any more new songs for us that we can possibly release on camera for the first time today?
Only one quick one. Is that okay?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. It's just we tend to sing this one if a member of the other team hits a shot way over the bar or does something pathetic. This could be actually when it's actually the blues players themselves who do something, and it would just be da 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 da, joys and sorrows, da 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 da, joys and sorrows, da 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 da, joys and sorrows, and so forth. Yeah?
Yep.
I've enjoyed this today. I've enjoyed this Ask Adebola bloke, and keep the questions coming.
We'll do it again one day.
Okay. Thank you.